So I love what you're talking about and this idea of empathy. Um, can you talk a little bit more maybe about some of the, maybe they're intentional, maybe they're unintentional, but they're present, of the values that you have been instilling inside of your organization?
That's an excellent question. Well, the first is that I want to address fear because it's a morbid anticipation of something that hasn't happened yet. And when they walk
Mm,
into my call center, there is a stimulation there because they're using the second language that they invested in all of their entire life and they're earning money from it. So they're immediately getting an ROI. And I also instill the fact that what they're about to do is not even close to as hard as learning a second language. So you have to put that in perspective.
mm,
Secondly, I'm going to give them all of the resources to put them on a level playing field because a lot of the time people are very uncomfortable when they do not have their script rebuttals, the CRM training headset, or good equipment. And so that just makes it very difficult. It's almost like in the supermarket with the one bad wheel on your cart, just ruins the whole day. And so I just want to
totally.
make sure that I reduce any sort of stress. And then finally, I have to once again instill in them dedicated practice because Greg, you and I make this look very easy, but a lot of your audience never saw the amount of efforts it took in order for you to get to where you are in business in your podcast and what I've done with my agents. And so if they've practiced their English out of school, they can practice their career out of work. And since we're speakers, there's nothing wrong for them to
Hmm.
be studying more rhetoric and to be analyzing how they sound in regards to their tone, rate, pitch, and duration when delivering a message. And then finally, if I may make my biggest suggestion for a second language speaker, is to use the thesaurus. So instead of miscommunication, they can expand their vocabulary. They'll learn
Mm,
similes. So instead of using a
hmm.
word like help on a phone, which is fine, but it's like a C minus word, I prefer things like assist, guide, and lend a hand because you're a lot more strategic, diplomatic, and reducing any sort of rabbit holes because you could be catching somebody on the wrong day. And so these are
Hmm.
the sort of conflict management skills that we discuss in class just to give someone a little bit more foundation when doing their job and feeling that sort of fulfillment.
Love it. I love it. So, and you're capturing in those examples what I hold as a core philosophy of work, which
Oh,
is work is the best right place for growth.